like or dislike the last chapter? Do you think Sam made the right choice to give up Max? Why or why not? Is his decision a selfish one or a selfless one? What other options did he have?
I think that Sam made the right choice on giving up Max because on page 198 he says he's gonna want stuff, hockey stuff, etc. And Sam, I think, is looking out for his son's best interest by putting him up for adoption because he is not financially ready for his son. Also, he is not, in his life, I don't think he's ready to have a kid because of all the things that are going on.
I agree with it. It's also, I think it's a selfless decision because I think both of them would have better lives when Sam gave him up. Like you see in page 204, he's talking about how he drives up in a Volvo. I doubt that if Sam kept Max, he could afford maybe a car at all, or maybe a car not, or definitely not a car this nice. So, and also like Sam probably wouldn't have like a family and a good job, be working at the construction job. So it was a good decision.
I agree with both of you. Like on page 200, he was talking about it with his dad, and like I also think that he wasn't financially ready, and also like he wasn't planning on going to college because he made the plan with his dad to work for construction. So he wouldn't have gone to college, and he wouldn't have like a great job. So that would like really be great for Max.
I think he took the easy way out because he saw how hard it was for himself when Brittany left. So I feel like he should have saw like this come in when they were older and Max was 18 now, and he came and found Sam. So it's kind of just like you saw that Max really cared eventually, and he grew up without a dad, so he probably has a lot of feelings that are not good towards.
I disagree with you.
Yeah, I disagree with you also.
So do I.
Isaiah, say your reason first.
I disagree with you because honestly, looking out for his son's best interest. Because if he couldn't raise him, then why would he just like have him plummet to the rock bottom with his son?
Kill his son?
Murder.
What do you mean murder? Did I say murder?
You said
did that
like,
come out of my
drop him to rock
Shut
bottom
up.
and plummet.
It depends though if you think that babies need more love or more material things.
I disagree with you because I think
It's
that
mixture.
no matter who raises you, being your biological parents or not, I still feel like they can be your guardians or parents or people you look up to, role models. And I know like one of my teachers she was adopted, and so like she says that she loves her adopted parents just as much as if they were her real parents. So it's not like, I feel like it's whoever raises you almost can be your parents. You don't have to give birth to them.
And also, you could use the example for Forge by Fire, like, can't remember the main character's name. Gerald, yeah. Like, Gerald's parents, like, weren't the greatest parents towards him, and they were, and the mom was the biological mom, and she didn't, like, show any love, so I think that, like, any parent could, it doesn't have to be, like, the biological mom.
Well, and like, if you think about the discussion that we had at the beginning of the book, where like, if it mattered, like, do you put your like well-being first or your child's well-being first? I think that you have to like think about both of them, like what Isaiah said with taking care of Max, and like he did it. Sam put him up for adoption and like trying to think of like Sam or Max having a better life, and then Sam was also trying to think of like what his life would be like with a kid, because his life would be completely different. Like he wouldn't be able to go to college. He wouldn't, like he'd be working at a construction job that he shows that he doesn't want to do. And I think like you have to like think about, there are many things that you have to think about before you do that.
What if Max grew up and he never even got adopted and he was treated horribly at the place, and then Sam regretted it the whole time, but he never got him back?
Yeah, Sam felt horrible then.
You never really know. It all depends on
Babies.
something.
Well, that's how he would have been.
adopted.
Yeah,
Well,
babies
Johnny
are
would've
supposed to
been
get adopted.
happy.
He wanted a better life just for Sam and for Max in general. That's why he gave him up in the first place.
Yeah.
He just
I was
wanted
gonna
he felt
say,
like he could raise him.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I was gonna say, I doubt he would have been like given to like an abusive father, because I doubt abusive fathers adopt kids very often.
I'm talking about the foster place.
Well, yeah, the foster place could have been horrible, but like 9 times out of 10, if you look at adoption stories, babies are the first ones to be adopted because a lot of families want babies. They don't want the teen, they'd rather grow up with the kid and like raise them from the beginning than try and raise them based off of things that they've already learned. Like my mom was adopted when she was 6 months old, and like there were people who were 6, 7, 8 years old who never got adopted, and yet my mom got adopted. So it's just looking at age-wise of whether or not he was gonna be adopted.
Yeah, I agree with that, and that's whether if I dislike or like the chapter. I like it because I think back on page 202, when Max gives Sam a call, I think that's great that he like reached out to him, like tried to meet him.
Yeah, so back to the question where it says like, do you like the chapter and stuff? I said I like the final chapter because there's a lot more, but I wish there's a lot more detail about what happened. Like another chapter about that, but it's kind of nice because it kind of leaves you thinking. But it would be nice if there's like another book in the series or something. That'd be cool. And then
Yeah.
And then,
Let's just leave it at.
oh, and then I was gonna say, so I think that Sam did make the right decision, because in chapter 10, when Claire and Sam go to the mall and Sam is embarrassed because he has a kid, I think that that's just not a good thing for a parent to be embarrassed, because then the kid's not growing up in the right environment.
I didn't like the last chapter. I thought it just kind of felt like incomplete. Like on page 204, like Max just walked up and said hi, I'm Max. Like I'm curious to like what happened after that. Like what did they say? Like what did they talk about?
I
just
think
felt kind of like
Yeah, I actually think I liked it because, well, I like the chapter because it left you up to like your own imagination. I think that almost might be better than like the author writing something.
Yeah, but
I
like
just,
what Jack said with like, even if there was like another book in the series, like just something to give us a little bit of insight on what happened with Max, because like throughout the entire last chapter, it talks about how Sam has a new wife, has 2 beautiful like daughters, has a really good job, like his life completely changed, and then like it just leaves with, hi, I'm Max. Like there's no insight to what happened. So I kind of liked the chapter, but I also didn't. I do wish that there was more.
I agree with that.
Because it just seems like that it was kind of rushed a little bit. Like the author didn't like finish it or like think of like further on like what could happen.
Yeah, I totally agree.
She didn't do a good job.
I totally agree. Like it was rushed, and I didn't really like it because it was only 3 pages, and it just gave like a brief summary of what happened. So I feel like there could have been a second book that would have gone really well, like just like do another bit of flashbacks of how Sam was after adoption. I mean, Max.
Yeah. Well, I think that I just think that I'm just trying to get my phone. Well, I think again I like the way it ended because like I think all those books would be kind of boring. Just like Sam went to college and got married, and that's all that happened. Like this book got so that was kind of boring. But like everything like saying with like if you wanted like detail Max's childhood, I feel like it'd just be like he had like a normal easy childhood, and there wouldn't be much to the story.
So on page 201, it was the last page before the last chapter, and I didn't like how it jumped like years later. Like on page 201, it wasn't even saying like where he was going to go or if it was like completely official. And then the next chapter, it was like 17 years later, and it's like 3 pages long, and I just didn't like the chapter.
And I think like throughout the entire book, like it flashes forward and it flashes back, but it's only like within a couple of years, like when he's 9 and then like when he's 18, like that's not that bad. And it's like talking about like all the different things that happened. And I wish like that they did it like that instead of doing it where it skips 17 years.
Yeah, I dislike the chapter, and focusing on the end of the question, what other options did he have? I think that, Sam didn't have many other options at this point because he doesn't have a mother, so his resources are really limited, and, like, adoption is really the only route he could have went.
I think that it was a weird chapter, ending chapter, because it like, not that it left you hanging, that's why I feel like, I kind of agree with Tyler about that, but, the reason I like it is because it's kind of like having like a main character, and then it's just like killing him off almost, where it's like you have Sam trying to like help the baby the whole time, and you're all interested, like where they're gonna go in life, and then all of a sudden he just gives them away, and then boom, he has a normal life again, and it's just boring.
Okay, we should go to the next question, because we still have 2 questions and there's only like 12 minutes left.
All right, forced to the next question. Great session, guys.
Yeah, it's 20 minutes.